Winter Wassel. So yeah, this is one of last year's Ohio liquor picks. So this is also a lower proof, I think. 108, 108.7.
Yeah.
A little on the lower end.
It smells a little less intense than a lot of the noses you get from makers.
I just get the cherry spice.
Yeah, I get like a very, very like basic cast strength makers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it smells like
It actually just smells like cast strength.
Yeah,
to be honest.
like
To me, this could be entirely power suggestion, but I get slight like pine woods.
I don't really get that.
Yeah,
that might just be you, but that is a unique.
Were you looking pine trees again?
I wish. Wait.
Excuse me?
What? I didn't think that.
Do we have? I don't even think we have any pine trees out there. Where are you even going?
Wouldn't you like to know?
No.
Yeah, which one are pine trees? I thought we were trying not to be chaotic.
This isn't that chaotic.
That's true. It could be a lot worse.
But yeah, this is the most generic maker's nose I think I've gotten out of a pick.
Yeah,
at
cherry, spice, a little bit of oak and caramel. Like it's
all.
basic.
It's
makers.
It just smells like makers.
Yeah.
But a lot more of a vanilla though, especially near the end.
There is a ton of that American Pure Punch of vanilla and brown sugar.
It's
It is
like
not
a
very-
sweeter, desserty kind of bourbon,
I actually really like that.
right? That's why I almost always go for the really weird ones when I see them because like they've turned out to be some of the most interesting ones too.
This is actually less hot than a lot of other makers picks we've had.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
Not very hot at all.
I mean, and I was gonna say the proof can't have that much to do with it because it's a difference of at most a few proof points. It's not like that's anything crazy.
And honestly, this is most in line with a bourbon. Like this doesn't scream distinctly Maker's Mark, except
Right.
for how sweet it is in the nose.
Yeah, the nose is cherry. Like the nose is all makers. The palate just tastes like almost like a generic double oak bourbon.
Yeah, it's got the vanilla, the chocolate, the.
I mean, with 6
oak.
pure staves, it's practically what it is.
I mean, yeah.
It is a double oak with a couple extra little extra things in it. It's mostly a double oak.
I need to start looking for more higher, like American Pure staves.
I need to start just looking for all the weird ones. I need to find one that's 10 of something that isn't 46.
I was about to say.
Although 1046 would still be cool because it's still going to be a 46 single barrel and there's still going to be variations. I would still want to try it. I would try it for the sole curiosity of, is this going to taste like 46 cask or is this going to have something different going on? But no, this is why I love makers, where no matter which one you've tried, they're good.
Yeah.
I haven't had a bad one yet.
I do like this one. Doesn't have any 46 staves in it, right?
Not at all.
That's probably
Which is-
why.
It makes me wonder where the nose is coming from then, because it's all
Oh, that's just the yeast. Because I mean, standard Maker's Mark does still have that cherry nose.
fair enough. Yeah.
That adds more of like a cordial. Like 46 adds more of a spicy cordial cherry like flavor and nose. That like the standard Maker's Mark is like that brighter cherry, kind of
Right.
like Buffalo Trace.
Right. Whereas the ones at 46, you get closer to what that maraschino or like a sour cherry kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, like cherry syrup almost.
Yeah. Almost like straight up granity kind of note.
Yeah, I can see
Getting
that.
there.
I can see that.
You see it.
You almost have that consistency too. This one's like, I don't know. This one's. I mean, I think the viscosity comes from the cuvee ones because when there's not cuvee, it's never that. It'll have like the rich amber, but it'll never be like super thick because
Right.
it like coat the glass like some of them do.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
You
impressed.
can tell we tried a lot of makers.
Yeah,
so
I
we
was
start to
gonna say.
pick these things out.
I saw your selection on the wall. This guy's a maker guy. I knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, all three of us love makers. It's all at the top.
I'm
three
just the one. I'm just the one who goes the most over the top with it.
Yeah,
Yes.
like
I think Makers was the first bourbon I tried. Followed by
Yeah, the first one.
Reserve.
My 21st birthday, I went to the store in East Liberty, and because my buddy drove me there because we were gonna hang out, and I snagged a bottle of regular Maker's Mark.
Yep.
That was the first one I had, and now I have 3 backups of it because I got to a point where now after I drink a couple, it's an easy one to just have down like 3-4 pours of it
Yeah.
easily.
honestly, the plain Maker's Mark I didn't care too much for. It was just one of those bottles that was in every single bar.
Mhm.
The one that got me hooked on it was the 46.
Mhm.
I tried that once in a bar, and I'm like, this tastes like hot buttered rum, and it smells like hot
Mhm.
buttered rum. What the fuck is this?
Right.
And it was.
And that's just
phenomenal.
generic 46.
Yeah,
It's
46
just-
was
yes.
definitely the one that got me.
For
Have
sure.
you guys done that before? To make
I haven't yet, but
Okay.
I was gonna go last year, before COVID became a thing. Then I was gonna go this year, and then I saw the shit show it was to try and get tours.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm just gonna push it off until like I can walk in and like not have to schedule
Yeah.
in advance.
I need to go to Makers, Lux Row. I want to go to New Riff, even though it's not in
Yeah.
the same city as any of those.
Yeah.
And I need to see Barton 1792 as well.
You need to see Buffalo Trace too. Even
I
if
mean,
you're
that's
not
one that I
Buffalo
want to go
Trace
to
person,
just for the tater aspect of it. I do want to go at least once.
The experience there is just so fucking cool. It's just such a cool place.
Yeah, I've
Or
heard that
maybe
the
I can
tour
camp
is
out at 5
fantastic.
a.m.
Tours
for a
are
bottle of Blanton's. Like I get us or you in particular, camping out at 6 a.m. to get the Russell's 13.
I
That
only
was
did that.
worth it.
That was really worth
But I could not camp out. I could not waste an hour of my time.
it. But yeah. I
Between the
ended
two
up
of
getting
us, we ended up getting. He got 2, I got 1, he got 1.
Really nice.
Because I pulled some strings at another store because I don't know if it's come up that I work at the one on the strip.
Yeah.
So like I know people, and if I don't, my boss knows everybody.
Yeah.
So I was able to text them, and I'm like, hey, can you text down to South Hills Village and see if they'll let me curbside 2 bottles of it? Because there were no limits on that.
That's
So
pretty sweet.
they were like, yeah. They said he texted me back like, call at 8:50. Tell them your name. They'll know you're calling. Tell them exactly what you're getting, and then they'll tell you where everybody should go pick it up.
That's pretty sweet.
So they had them go to like the side entrance. They didn't have you go up to the main entrance.
Yep. I ended up
Even though
calling.
that's where I think that's just where they have
Yep.
curbsides go. But
I ended up calling off of work that day. And it was a wonderful day. Like that made my entire
and
week.
so we tried his
day.
that night because he got 2.
Mm-hmm.
And
I still haven't tried it actually.
here, hang on. Let's finish. Let's wrap this up real quick before we continue.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if I were to describe a generic Maker's Mark pick, this is what I would describe, and this is exactly what I would go for too.
Yeah, it's very good. It's nothing special, but it's very good.
I actually really like it.
Yeah.
I
I
love
like it
the
a lot.
I love the brown sugar on it.
Mhm.
Like the brown sugar is the most prevalent thing, and then there's a ton of vanilla. And again, it's one of the less spicy and hot makers
Right.
I've
It
had.
it might barely crack my top 5,
Mm.
but I mean, it also has stiff competition. So
I have to go back and look at the muggings. I think this one does crack my top 5 actually.
yeah, but yeah.